If you're over 60, there's a small change happening in your body right now. And most people don't notice it until it starts affecting how they walk, how they stand, even how long they feel comfortable sitting. The surprising part? It's not just aging. And in many cases, it can actually be improved. But there's one daily habit, something very common, that quietly makes it worse. Let's take a quick moment together. Just answer yes or no. Do your hips feel stiff when you first stand up? Do you sometimes feel unsteady when walking? Have you noticed your steps getting shorter over time? Do your legs feel heavy or tired by the end of the day? Do you sit for long periods without moving much? Do you feel tightness in your lower back or hips? Give yourself 1 point for each yes. Now let's look at your score. 0, 2, your body is doing fairly well, but there's still room to maintain and protect that mobility. 3, 4. Your hips and circulation may already be asking for attention. 5 or more, your body is clearly signaling that it needs support, not urgently, but consistently. And wherever you are, that's completely okay. Whatever your number is. This isn't something to be afraid of. It's simply your body asking for a little attention. Because here's something many people don't realize. Even after 60, your body still adapts. Your muscles can still strengthen. Your joints can still loosen. Your circulation can still improve. This isn't about reversing age. It's about working with your body, instead of against it. One of the biggest reasons hip stiffness and poor circulation happen isn't what most people think. It's not just age. It's something we do every day without realizing. Sitting. Long periods of sitting quietly reduce blood flow, tighten the hip flexors, and gradually limit movement. And over time, this creates stiffness, imbalance, and that heavy feeling in the legs. Exercise 1, Seated Hip Opener. This first movement may seem very simple at first glance, but it gently reaches into one of the most important areas for maintaining comfort and mobility as you move through your day. If you've ever noticed a stiffness when standing up from a chair, or that slight hesitation before taking your first step, this could be connected to tightness in the hips. Over time, when the hips stay in one position for too long, especially while sitting, the muscles begin to shorten and lose some of their natural flexibility. The good news is that this can be improved slowly and safely. Go ahead and sit comfortably on a stable chair. Make sure both of your feet are resting flat on the floor, and allow your back to lengthen gently, without forcing yourself to sit perfectly straight. Just find a position that feels natural and supported. Now, slowly lift one foot and place your ankle across the opposite knee. There's no need to rush this step. If it doesn't come up very high, that's completely fine. Your body will open up over time. Let your hands rest wherever they feel comfortable, perhaps on your lap or lightly on your leg. From here, begin to gently lean your upper body forward, only as far as feels comfortable. You're not trying to push or force anything. This is simply an invitation for the hip to begin releasing a little tension. As you lean forward, you may notice a light stretch somewhere around the outer hip or the glute area. That's a good sign, but it should never feel sharp or painful. Now bring your attention to your breathing. Slowly breathe in through your nose, and then gently out through your mouth. Allow each breath to help your body relax just a little more. With each exhale, you might feel a softening, almost like the muscles are letting go in small increments. Stay here for a few moments, giving your body time to adjust. There's no need to count precisely, just allow yourself to remain in this position while breathing calmly. Exercise 2, Standing Hip Sways. This next movement brings us into a standing position, and it focuses not only on the hips, but also on improving gentle circulation and balance. Many people begin to feel a little unsteady as the years go by, and often that's not because something is wrong, but simply because the body hasn't been given enough opportunity to practice small, controlled movements. This exercise helps reintroduce that sense of rhythm and connection. Begin by standing in a comfortable position with your feet about hip-width apart. If you feel more secure holding onto the back of a chair or a nearby surface, go ahead and do that. There's absolutely no need to challenge your balance here. This is about feeling safe and supported. Allow your arms to rest naturally, and take a moment to notice how your body feels in this position. Feel your feet making contact with the ground, and let your shoulders relax. Now, very gently, begin to shift your weight from one side to the other. It doesn't need to be a large movement. Even a small shift is enough to begin activating the hips and encouraging blood flow. As you move from side to side, imagine your hips softly swaying, almost like a slow, natural rhythm. There's no rush, and no right or wrong way to do this. Let your breathing stay steady and calm. You might inhale as you shift one way, and exhale as you move back the other way. This gentle coordination between movement and breath can help your body relax even further. If it feels comfortable, you can allow the movement to become just slightly larger over time, but only if your body feels ready. The key here is smoothness, not range. Jerky or forced movements are not necessary. Think of this as a flowing motion, something that feels almost soothing. As you continue, you may begin to notice a light warmth or a sense of looseness developing around your hips and legs. This is your circulation improving, helping to bring oxygen and nutrients to the muscles. It may seem subtle, but these small changes are building a foundation for better movement throughout your day. If at any point you feel tired, simply pause and rest. There's no need to push through. Even short periods of gentle movement can be very effective when done consistently. After a minute or two, gradually bring the movement to a stop and stand still again. Take a moment to notice how your body feels. Perhaps there's a bit more ease, or a slight sense of lightness in your legs. These are positive signs. This movement may be simple, but when practiced regularly, it can help improve balance, reduce stiffness, and support better circulation in a very natural and comfortable way. Exercise 3, leg lifts. This next movement focuses on gently strengthening the muscles around your hips while also encouraging healthy circulation. Strength plays an important role in how stable and confident you feel when standing or walking, and even small improvements can make a noticeable difference in your daily life. Begin by standing tall, with your feet about hip-width apart. If you feel more comfortable holding onto a chair or wall for support, go ahead and place one hand there. Stability is important, and there's no need to challenge your balance unnecessarily. Take a moment to settle into this position. Let your shoulders relax, and allow your breathing to become steady and calm. Now, slowly shift your weight onto one leg, keeping that leg slightly soft rather than locked. From here, gently lift your opposite leg a few inches off the ground. It doesn't need to go high. Even a small lift is enough to activate the muscles. Hold the leg briefly in the air, then slowly lower it back down with control. The lowering phase is just as important as the lift, so try not to rush. This slow, controlled movement helps engage the muscles more effectively. As you continue, focus on keeping your upper body steady. Avoid leaning too far to one side. It's perfectly normal if there's a little wobble, especially at first. That's simply your body learning and adapting. You might notice a gentle effort in the hip or thigh area. This is a good sign that the muscles are working. However, it should never feel strained or uncomfortable. If it does, reduce the height of the lift or take a short break. Continue lifting and lowering your leg at a comfortable pace, allowing your breath to remain smooth and natural. Over time, this movement can help strengthen the muscles that support your hips, making everyday actions like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for longer periods feel easier. After several repetitions, slowly switch to the other leg and repeat the same process. Exercise 4, ankle pumps. This next movement is one of the simplest you'll come across, yet it plays a surprisingly important role in how your body feels throughout the day, especially when it comes to circulation in the lower legs. Many people don't often think about their ankles and feet as being directly connected to how energized or heavy their legs feel, but these small areas act almost like natural pumps that help move blood back up through the body. When you spend long periods sitting or even standing without much movement, circulation can begin to slow down, and that's when you might notice that sense of heaviness, mild swelling, or fatigue in the legs. The good news is that this gentle movement can help support that process in a very natural and comfortable way without putting any strain on your body. To begin, find a position that feels easy and supported for you, either sitting in a chair with your feet slightly extended in front of you or lying down if that feels more comfortable. There's no need to hold tension anywhere, so allow your shoulders to relax, your hands to rest naturally, and your breathing to settle into a calm and steady rhythm. Once you feel comfortable, gently bring your awareness to your feet. Slowly begin by pointing your toes away from you, as if you're lengthening through the front of your feet. There's no need to push this movement to its limit, just move as far as feels natural and comfortable for you. Then, just as slowly, begin to bring your toes back toward you, flexing your feet in the opposite direction. You can imagine this as a gentle back and forth motion, like a slow wave moving through your ankles. As you continue this movement, keep your pace unhurried and smooth. There's no benefit in rushing here. In fact, slower movements tend to be more effective because they allow the muscles to fully engage and relax with each repetition. As you move, you may begin to notice a subtle activation in your lower legs, perhaps a slight tightening and releasing sensation in your calves. This is a good sign that your muscles are working to support circulation. Over time, this repeated motion helps encourage blood flow, assisting your body in moving fluid more efficiently through the lower limbs. Continue breathing gently as you move, allowing each inhale and exhale to stay relaxed and natural. If it feels comfortable, you can even close your eyes for a moment and simply focus on the rhythm of the movement. This can make the exercise feel more calming, almost like a quiet pause in your day. If one side feels a bit tighter or less responsive than the other, that's completely normal. There's no need to correct or force anything, just continue moving within a range that feels safe and comfortable. Over time, both sides may begin to feel more balanced. You can continue this motion for a minute or two, or longer if it feels good. This is one of those movements that can be done almost anywhere, whether you're watching television, reading, or simply taking a quiet moment for yourself. After sitting for extended periods, this movement can be especially helpful in reactivating circulation and reducing that sluggish feeling in the legs. When you're ready to stop, gently allow your feet to come to rest and take a moment to notice how they feel. You might notice a light warmth, a slight tingling sensation, or simply a sense of ease that wasn't there before. These are small but meaningful signs that your circulation has been gently supported. This movement may seem almost too simple to make a difference, but when practiced regularly, it can play a valuable role in helping your legs feel lighter, more comfortable, and more responsive throughout the day. Exercise 5, the missing step. This final step is a little different from the others because it isn't just something you do for a few minutes and then move on from. It's more of a gentle shift in how you move throughout your entire day, and in many ways, it may be the most important part of everything we've talked about so far. Many people naturally assume that as long as they set aside time to do a few exercises each day, that should be enough to maintain their mobility and circulation, and while that certainly helps, there is something even more impactful that often goes unnoticed, and that is how often you allow your body to move in small, simple ways during the rest of your day. The body is designed to move regularly, not just once or twice, but consistently in small amounts over time, and when it doesn't get that opportunity, even gentle stiffness and reduced circulation can begin to build gradually without you really noticing it at first. Think about how much time is spent sitting, whether it's during meals, watching television, reading, or simply resting. While rest is important, staying in one position for too long can slow things down inside the body, especially circulation, and it can also cause the hips and surrounding muscles to become less active over time. This is where this small but powerful shift comes in. Instead of focusing only on structured exercise, begin to think about adding brief moments of movement into your daily routine. This doesn't need to be complicated or tiring. It can be as simple as standing up every 30 to 60 minutes, even if just for a short while. You might take a few gentle steps around the room, shift your weight from one foot to the other, or repeat a light version of one of the movements we've practiced earlier. These small interruptions to long periods of sitting can make a meaningful difference in how your body feels. They help keep circulation active, encourage the joints to stay mobile, and remind the muscles to stay engaged in a gentle way. Over time, these small moments begin to add up, creating a steady pattern of movement that supports your overall comfort and mobility. There's no need to set strict rules or create pressure around this. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's simply about becoming a little more aware of how long you remain still and giving your body a chance to move more often. You might start by choosing one part of your day where you tend to sit the longest and gently introduce this habit there. For example, during a television program, you could stand up during a break or take a short walk across the room. As this becomes more familiar, you may find it easier to include these small movements at other times throughout the day as well. Another helpful approach is to pay attention to how your body feels. If you begin to notice stiffness, heaviness, or a slight discomfort, that can be your body's way of signaling that it's ready to move. Responding to these signals with gentle activity can help prevent those sensations from building up. This approach is not about adding more effort to your day, but rather about spreading movement in a way that feels natural and manageable. When combined with the exercises we've covered, this simple habit can support better circulation, reduce stiffness, and help your hips feel more open and responsive over time. Perhaps most importantly, it allows you to move through your day with a greater sense of ease, helping everyday activities feel just a little bit smoother and more comfortable. Now, think back to the number you gave yourself earlier. Imagine how that number could change just by adding these small movements. Here's a simple way to approach this. Week 1, learn movements. Week 2, build consistency. Week 3, notice improvement. This isn't about perfection. 1. No pain. 2. Consistency over intensity. 3. Breathing matters. Try this for the next couple of weeks. Then come back and notice what's changed. This video is for general guidance. If you have medical conditions, consult a professional. Your body has supported you through years of life. Through movement, work, and experiences. And even now, it still has the ability to adapt. It doesn't need perfection. Just a little consistency and care. If this helped you, you can support the channel by subscribing. You're always welcome here.